Chapter 4, Lesson 2, Writing Equations in Slope-Intercept Form. So when we're going to write an equation in slope-intercept form, there's two things that we need. We need the slope of the line and the y-intercept. And if we have those two things, we can write the equation. So sometimes we are given just the slope and just a point that's on that line, and we're not given the y-intercept. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to plug the slope and the point, the x and the y values, into y equals mx plus b. So we're going to substitute in for the y, for the m, and for the x, and we're going to solve and find out what the b is, and then we are going to write our equation. So we'll do an example. If we're given the line has a slope of 3 and it goes through the point 2, 1, we're going to first take y equals mx plus b. And we're going to plug in, here's our m, here's our x, and here's our y. So we're going to plug in 1 equals 3 times 2 plus b. And we're going to solve for b. So we have 1 equals 6 plus b. Subtract 6 on both sides, negative 5 equals b. And now I can write my equation. Y equals 3x minus 5. My slope and my y-intercept. Alright, now if we're given 2 points and we're not given the slope of the line, the first thing is that we're going to do is we are going to find the slope. And how do we find the slope from 2 points? We use the slope formula. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And then we do the same thing that we did before. Then we use y equals mx plus b. And we plug in for the m for the slope, and for the x and for the y, we find b, and then we write our equation. Alright, so let's do one example. If we have a line and it goes through the points 3, 1 and 2, 4, the first thing we're going to do is find the slope. So we're going to do 4 minus 1 over 2 minus 3. So our slope is 3 over negative 1, or our slope is negative 3. So now I'm going to choose either of those 2 points and plug into y equals mx plus b. I'm going to choose my first point here. So I have m, I have x, and I have y. So I'm going to say 1 equals negative 3 times 3 plus b. So 1 equals negative 9 plus b, add 9 to both sides, and 10 equals b. So now I have found my slope, I have found my y-intercept. My equation is y equals negative 3x plus 10.